Hi friends, it's Miss Dodie. I hope you're all making good choices and staying home and being healthy, okay? I miss you so much. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about a holiday that's coming up. It's called Easter. Okay, so some people celebrate Easter and some people don't, and that's okay. But we're going to read a story called Corduroy's Easter Party, and Corduroy is this character right here. He's the little bear, and we're going to read about some things that you see during Easter time. So on the front, I see lots of bright, beautiful colors, and we're going to see lots and lots of eggs. Eggs are these things in this basket right here. All right, so let's start our story and then we'll talk about some Easter things. Corduroy's Easter Party. It was the day before Easter and Corduroy and his friends were at the playground. Puppy was having no luck getting his kite up in the air, but he didn't mind. Everyone was happy because tomorrow they were having an Easter party. Dolly said, "I can't wait to see what the Easter Bunny brings us." The party was going to be at Corduroy's house. Mouse made a list of all of the things that they would need. "Do you think the Easter Bunny likes jelly beans?" Mouse said. "Don't forget to put down eggs," Dolly said. "We need lots to decorate for the Easter Bunny." Corduroy didn't say anything. Everyone else had no doubt that the Easter Bunny was real, but deep down, Corduroy wasn't so sure. After all, nobody had ever seen the Easter Bunny. Still, Corduroy didn't want to spoil the fun. He kept his doubts to himself. So by the time they were ready to go shopping, it was raining outside. Remember, Easter's in the springtime, and in the spring we see lots and lots of rain because it helps everything grow nice and green. So the friends put on their raincoats and their boots, and they brought their umbrellas. Mouse rode in the wagon. Rabbit caught raindrops on her tongue. Puppy jumped right in the middle of every single puddle. Ker-splash! So you can see Puppy over here jumping in the puddle. They have their umbrellas and their rain boots and their jackets. And they are going shopping to get things for the Easter party. The first stop was the general store. They bought everything they needed to dye Easter eggs. Dyeing Easter eggs is an activity that people do sometimes when they celebrate Easter, okay? It's really easy to dye eggs. You need to hard boil an egg and then take some vinegar and a little bit of dye, and you could dye some eggs, all different rainbow colors. Mouse picked out a big bag of jelly beans with plenty of red ones because those were his favorites. Corduroy found some pretty colored Easter baskets. He also found a funny bunny hat. Do you see it tucked away on a bottom shelf? So let's look at our picture here. We see Corduroy with some Easter baskets, okay? So for people who celebrate Easter, the Easter Bunny comes and brings them a basket filled with all sorts of goodies. Okay, we have some Easter toys down here. They're filling up their shopping cart. And here, down in the corner, is that funny bunny hat. Let's see what happens next. "I am the Easter Bunny," Corduroy said. "No, silly," said Mouse. "The real Easter Bunny will be here tomorrow. But let's all get party hats." So they did. Dolly looked beautiful in her bonnet with flowers on the brim. Puppy and Rabbit picked out very silly hats. Puppy's looked like an Easter basket. Rabbit's had little chicks all over it. So they all wore some funny Easter hats. In a little while, the rain ended and the sun came out. So Corduroy and his friends walked to their next stop, the farm. They were having so much fun petting and saying hello to the animals that they almost forgot what they came to do. They came to buy eggs for decorating. Luckily, Dolly remembered. So they're getting their eggs from a farm. That's a great idea. You could see some chicken eggs right here, and all the friends are petting all the animals. Now, did they have everything for their party? Not yet. On their way home, the friends passed a meadow filled with flowers. There were daffodils and tulips and daisies. So they all picked little flower bouquets to use as decorations for the party. Corduroy could hardly wait to see how pretty his house was going to look. So a meadow is a fancy word for a field of lots and lots of grass, okay? And usually in a meadow, there are wild flowers, all different types of flowers that grow naturally. So they picked some daffodils and some tulips and some daisies. So they have lots of different color, beautiful flowers. Then Dolly and Rabbit hurried back to Corduroy's house with the party things. But Puppy was very thirsty from all the walking. So Corduroy and Mouse waited for him while he had a little drink. Mouse laid back and daydreamed in the sun. "I'm so excited about Easter," he said. "Me too," said Puppy. Corduroy was too. He wanted to believe in the Easter Bunny just like everybody else, but how could he know for sure? Back at Corduroy's house, nobody could wait to start decorating eggs. They made pink ones, blue ones, ones with spots and stripes and swirls. When they were dry, Corduroy gathered up all the eggs and put them in a basket. It had been a very busy day, but now finally, everything was ready for their Easter party tomorrow. So they all decorated eggs, and if we look really, really closely, we see some really, really beautiful eggs with stripes and dots and swirls, just like they said, and lots of beautiful colors. There are lots of different ways to decorate eggs. You can paint them or color them with crayons too. It was the best party ever. They had cookies and finger sandwiches cut into tiny triangles and the most delicious fruit punch. Mouse ate so many red jelly beans, he almost got a tummy ache. Everybody wore their brand new hats. Dolly looked at Rabbit and giggled. "The chicks on your hat look so real. I wouldn't be surprised if they just started peeping," she said. So everyone's having a wonderful time at the Easter party. And what was the perfect dance to do at an Easter party? Why, the bunny hop, of course. Corduroy led the way with his bunny ears flopping as he hopped up and down. Rabbit was a natural at the bunny hop. Mouse got tired because his legs were shorter, but Dolly helped keep him up. "Bunny hopping sure is good exercise," said Mouse. all out of breath. Maybe when this story's over, you can practice doing some bunny hops too. Then it was time to go outside for the Easter egg hunt. An Easter egg hunt is another thing that lots of people who celebrate Easter do. Let's read about it. Each of them hid a few eggs and then the hunt began. Only one rule, said Corduroy. No fair finding the eggs that you hid yourself. Corduroy peeked into the flowers. He saw some eggs, but they weren't the Easter kind. They were pretty blue robin's eggs. So all of the friends went on an Easter egg hunt, and Corduroy found a bird's nest that had real birds' eggs in it, not Easter eggs. Do you think that you should touch a birdie's eggs that are in their nest? You should not. After the hunt, everyone sat down on the grass and counted their eggs. What a perfect Easter, said Dolly. There's just one thing left. A visit from the Easter Bunny, said Rabbit. When do you think he will come? Asked the Mouse. Corduroy did not know what to say. Easter was just about over, and still no sign of you-know-who. So here are the friends. They're all counting their Easter eggs that they collected during the Easter egg hunt. So lots of times the Easter egg hunt happens outside, just like this Easter egg hunt did in this picture, okay? And mommies and daddies or friends or someone special, or sometimes the Easter Bunny, if you're lucky, hides eggs outside, and you and your friends or your family can go for an Easter egg hunt and try to find some eggs. And sometimes the eggs have something special inside. Let's see what happens. But look, when Corduroy and his friends went back inside, there was a big surprise. A huge Easter basket filled with all kinds of candy. Can you guess who it was from? Yes, it was the Easter Bunny himself. He had come and gone while all the friends were outside, and he had even left them a note. What do you think the note might say? The note says, "Have fun. Your friend, the Easter Bunny." As they sat around the table eating the chocolate the Easter Bunny had left, Corduroy was so surprised and so happy. The Easter Bunny is real, he thought. Now he knew it for sure. And that was the best Easter surprise of all. Happy Easter, everybody. The end. There's the picture of all the friends eating jelly beans and chocolate and candy and celebrating Easter. So those are some of the things that we see and do during Easter time, okay? Easter takes place in the springtime. Lots of people decorate eggs, okay? And you can decorate them lots and lots and lots of different ways. By painting or coloring or using, dyes. Lots of people dress up as bunnies and dress up in really, really fancy clothes. When Miss Doty was little, we used to dress up very, very fancy and go to church, which is something that a lot of families do too for Easter, okay? And then have a big, big dinner. So lots of different families do different things for Easter. And decorating eggs and going on an Easter egg hunt is one of them. So I hope you liked this Easter story, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.